Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Timberborn, where in the previous episode we started our small colony here of beavers who are currently beavering away. I guess that's where the term comes from. And as you can see, we've got the basics up and running. So we've got our district here. I call it a lodge, but there you are. We've got some storage, we've got more storage, liquid storage, etc. The idea is that we can obviously pump water here, get it stored in the centre where it's used for whatever purpose, mainly drinking. We've also got a farm and some basic harvesting, so not too bad at all. In this episode, most likely, in fact certainly, we're going to get a dry season, which means all of this will dry up and all of the land will become infertile, so we can't grow anything on it and things start to die. So we need to harvest all of these carrots and these potatoes as fast as we can. You can see the beavers there currently getting rid of those potatoes, picking them up, and we'll be storing them. We also then need to process them because eating raw potato, probably not ideal, although I don't think the beavers would really mind that much. I haven't asked them, but I assume that they are not a big fan of that one. So we do need to go ahead and grill them, basically, and we can place a grill. And in fact, it goes actually quite nice there, so, well, we'll place it there. We've also got our campfire here, which we are currently building, and, well, the main priority is over here where this dam is. However, as you can see, even though we've got it on highest priority available, it takes 20 logs each, and, well, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 160 logs to cut down, store, bring, and then build this dam, and we have 2.3 days to do it, so basically it ain't getting done. So I'll have to see what happens there. I'm going to go to max speed. We also want to get some research done, and we have got this inventor's hut here, which is on the lowest priority, and I'm actually going to change it to normal priority there, because, well, after the campfire, I do want to get this up and running so we can start researching, mainly for the forester, because at the moment we are cutting down all of these pines, and you can see we do still have some seedlings around, so it does sort of naturally reforest itself. However, things like here, obviously we can cut all these down because these are all dead pines, but they're still dried out and useful. But over here as well, this is pretty much deforested. We need a way to reforest the area and make it a resource that is reoccurring and sustainable. And in order to do that, we need a reforester. But in order to get a forester, we need to get research points, because it's locked behind, how many points? 60 research points. There's a lot of things in the game that are locked behind things like a shredder, and you've got all of these like powered water wheels and stuff which we haven't unlocked. So yeah, there's stuff that we will need to research there. You can see the flow of the water is being altered by this dam here, which is pretty good. However, it's not going to stop anything when the dry season comes, which is in 1.2 days. In terms of long-term stuff, I haven't really thought too much about it. Obviously, we're on this waterfall map where it comes down and trickles down and around, which is good. We could dam it further upstream. We could sort of open this up to flood all of this area, which would be pretty good, but that will require dynamite, and that's very much a future us problem. And there's also places around here as well for storage. So there's a lot of things that we can potentially do, but like I say, that's a future us problem. Getting water up here is also possible, but you need, I think it's an irrigation tower, that's it. So it's an irrigation tower to water to irrigate around. I wonder if they're going to put, you've got water pumps and water dumps and barrels and such. I wonder if we're ever going to get pipes, because at the moment we have where is it? In power, we have all of these power shafts and water wheels and stuff like that, but we don't have like anywhere to have liquid be transferred, so I wonder if that's something they're going to add in the future. Who knows? The fun will be in finding out. This is, after all, early access. So the dam is not even halfway completed, and here comes the dry season. So we're going to go to normal speed as soon as it goes to the dry season, and we'll see what it looks like. So now, and the drought has started. So immediately the water source has ceased, and you can see that it doesn't even flow. You'd think it would actually still flow a little bit. Obviously, it's taking a while to recede, but that's fine. And it's flowing down here, which all of this is obviously staying. We've got 4 days there left in order for for the water to turn back up. These die in 9 days, all of these. Actually, no, that's 9.6 days, 9.1, 9.3, 8.5, 8.1. So I'm guessing that the similar thing will happen to our crops, but we have, I think, more than enough to sustain us, although I have no actual bearing on that. We have 46 food, so I really don't know. You can see that the water here has still not disappeared, but it is very much getting low. Look at that, it was just overflowing here, and now, well, it ain't. There's also a nice patch of berries over there that we'll eventually get to once we've got this straight across. I would like to have dammed across here, but it would have taken a lot longer and more pathing and such, so this was like the nice, decent option. It looks like it isn't flowing down as much as I thought, and if we can get even just half a day off this, then that would be acceptable. Anyway, I'm going to change this to the highest priority, this inventor's hut here, and all of these, I just put to normal, quite frankly. Now it doesn't really matter, does it? Because, well, yeah, some of actually I didn't even change anywhere, although. No, that's a dam, that's a dam, that's the dam, yeah. And just go to normal priority. It says we can't get, we're too far from the constructors. That's true, but once we build this, it would be fine. And, oh, there we go, and then the water's totally receded now, and interesting, it pools around there. And there we go. And now, obviously, all of this becomes barren and dry. It would be nice if it didn't go from nice lush grass to immediately this, but there you are. 12 days for that to die, and these are, oh look at that, 2.2 days and in 10 days. So all of these really need to be prioritize harvesting. Yeah, that's fine. Let's prioritize the carrots, because those are ones that we can eat. Oh, actually no, let's prioritize the potatoes. Yeah, prioritize the potatoes and get those harvested because, well, frankly, they're the ones that die sooner rather than later. Admittedly, they take some processing, but we've got 26, 27 now going up, and oh, we also have an inventor now, so they're just going to turn hard work into science points, and science points are shown on the top left there, and we're gaining, is it 3 a time by the look of it? Yeah, it's turning it into 3. Okay. So, pretty good. I know a lot of people tend to do their research in the dry season, like we're doing, just because obviously things like farming, there isn't anything to farm, or most of it's died off, and that sort of thing. So, yeah, a lot of people have these research points, these inventors, and then turn them all off in the summer, and then in the I was going to say summer and winter, in the wet season, in the normal season. They'll turn them off, but then in the dry season, they'll put them back on again. You can see these are almost completed now, or almost gone. There they go, dried out and died. So they are starting to dry out and die, and I guess eventually we'd change it over to... Oh, can they still harvest it? Is the question. It does say potato harvesting, but they're not doing it. Change it to carrot. And then they go and harvest carrot. So it looks like these, they'll just have to remove it. Okay. That's fair enough. That's understandable. That's understandable. Obviously still cracking on with our dam. It's just taking a little while longer. We've got this campfire I want to max out building, because that'll fulfill another need. Currently I have hunger, thirst, sleep, nutrition 1, and comfort. But if we get this, we'll also get social life, I believe. We still only have 12 beavers as well. We don't have no more, no less. How are we doing for wood? Logs are fine. Oh, look at that. There we go. So we've got this nice little camp now. You notice they don't light this. They just have a little sit around. And, yeah, socialise in the evening. In the evening? Oh, unemployed. We have people that are unemployed, do we? That is curious. Let's go ahead then and build another science hut. And max that out in terms of priority. What was I saying before? When everything's the highest priority, nothing's at the highest priority. Yeah. There you are. All this is, as you can see, set to be chopped. Actually, I'll see, you can see. Now you can see. There we are. And we'll chop that down. Same thing over there. And we're on 27 research points. Almost halfway so we can get a reforester. Or a forester. And only 1.4 days until everything else is sorted. You can see they are not doing anything here because it's all dry. Oh, look at that! So at night, they're all socializing around here. And there we go. We have now got the social life happiness needs completed. Excellent. And we've also got as well another inventor. So we've got double the amount of research that we had previously. Obviously this dam is cracking on as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections out of 7, 8, 9, 10. Hang on, I can't really. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 10 sections. When I was looking at that dam, I'm trying to count these. It's like, hang on, that's not right. It's just the 4 stakes there. So these are now researching. You see they've got this wind-powered bit at the top. I think if you plug in some water power in there, which means we might have to move these, I think eventually, I think that does speed it up. It doesn't say, but maybe that is the case. We're on 57 research, almost. There we go, there's our 60. So we're on to 60 research now. So we can go over to our wood and to a forester, and I will unlock that with science points, and I will place one of these. Now you can see it does take a certain, it's like a certain size for the forestings, and I'm going to probably place one here and then one over here. I think this is most likely the best place for one of them because I'm going to have all of this and all of this as our like area we can reforest, because when this inlet is full, all of this becomes fertile land. So that's what we'll do. So job done. Also still waiting on the grill, which I will max speed it out because at the moment we don't have food. So we need to get grilling. We've got 42 remaining. So yeah, that's a bit of an issue because if we don't get these potatoes grilled, we can't get anything else. We've got no other food. There's the drought has ended. So hang on, if we go over here, you can see that even this tiny little bit of water here has started to make all of this nice lush and nice and green. Excellent. See there? They say they're starving. Yep, that is suboptimal to say the least. But luckily, we should be able to get planting back and get harvesting. And the potatoes will take us up till that point. There is all this coming in, all of the water. Look at that. That's really nice. And the water pumps are back on again. And we now have the grill, who is now grilling. And each potato makes 4 potatoes. Yeah, consumes potato to make grilled potato. I was going to say baked potato. And look at that. Nice bit of pollution there. That'll smell really nice as you're walking past. Nice baked potato smell coming out. With your choice of toppings. And also, here is our carrots, which are watered and alive, and it's growth progress 3. I don't know how long it actually takes. Let me have a quick look. It'll probably tell me in crops here. Potatoes are 4 days to grow. So, yeah, luckily we have the potatoes. At least that's good, though. That's alright. So, we are going to high prioritize... Oh, this requires planks. Okay, basically then, we have hit the limit of our current technology level. So, at the moment, we have the forester, which I will put onto pause because we can't build it. We need planks. This requires planks, and we need planks in order to get to a higher point. So what we need to do is get power. Let's do that. Let's get some power. So the way you get power is by using power, and you've got a power wheel or a water wheel. Now the power wheel is out. It even says there backup. It is literally a wheel that a beaver runs in and generates power. The water wheel naturally will sit in the water and it will generate power. So where do we want to place that? Well, I guess as close to the dam as possible, because that's where the water, if it's flowing that way, this will most likely be where it's gonna... it doesn't really matter actually. I was going to say close to the dam is better because when we have the drought, it means the water recedes like closer to the dam. It's going to be wet around here for longer, but if there's no flow, it doesn't work anyway. So that's a thing. Let's go ahead and just place it wherever we think then, and I'm going to place a power wheel a water wheel. I'm going to place it, along here would be nice, but obviously the path's going to run along there, so I think maybe here. Actually, 1, 2, 3. We can't get 4 in. Okay. So I'm going to start in then work my way back over. So that's now in. And what I'll do is I'll have to run some power along and connect it to a sawmill. Lumber mill, there you go. And the lumber mill will go, well, it can go wherever it wants, really. But, realistically, we have to demolish things, don't we? Where we're building stuff. I mean, there. We could place it there. And then, I think each of these sections there, you can plug something into it. In terms of power. There's not one on the back, though, which is strange. So, I think I'm going to have a path going around the outside here. That's what the plan is. So, it'll be placed around there. And then we'll connect up with the power. Although, would connecting it up just direct for now be the best course of action? Yes, but we have to think a little bit about the future. The problem with this is that if we have that there, we'll have to run the power to all of these buildings that require it. And also, due to the nature of the Waterwheel, you're going to be placing it in building, if you're locally, building it on areas that fertile and could be used for growing. So, but all this is going to be for wood, so we'll put that as pine. That's farming, which I probably want to extend out. And then these, I don't really want to get rid of the blueberries. Can you actually plant blueberries? No, you can plant wheat. I don't know if you can plant blueberries, unless it's in food. Beehive, bakery, grist mill. No, it doesn't look like you can. Okay, fair enough. Well, we'll place that water wheel there. I'll let them crack on and build that when they can. We've still got researchers, and I don't know if that's a good thing to research now or not. Yeah, I guess it is. And the dam is getting built. It's got 2 more sections remaining before it is complete. I'm also aware that apart from these logs here and these ones, we are running out of wood. Luckily, there's a supply here and also some berries and whatnot that we could probably gather. No, there's the lumberjack flag. It's not going to provide us with any extra, but we've got all this at the back, so that should be all right. Obviously, all of these are on the go now as well. So we've got our potatoes and our carrots, so that's fine. And then this water wheel requires 50 logs, which each one of these only supplies 2. So that's 25 trees to get that water wheel. And you might think, oh yeah, that's it's fine, but yeah, it's quite a number of materials, and there's logs there as well. So we do need to get this water wheel built up sooner rather than later. It's on the highest priority, and I think temporarily then I will place a lumber mill. I'm going to place it here, like that, and then the connections, I'm going to use a shaft intersection there. So you've got this will be able to distribute left, left, forward and right. Whereas obviously if you've got your T-section, you'd have to, make sure it's connected and stuff. We're going to place that one there. These are all wood, by the way. You can see they're all made of wood. So it's not as if we need any other material like this, which is scrap metal, which obviously has to be refined as well. So these logs are getting gathered. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Got more than enough wood to make all this then, including these. Yeah, so that's fine. Even with the dam, we should be able to get this built. So that's on high priority. That's on high priority. That's on high priority. Because I don't really care about the dam at this stage. Even if this pops up and says, right, we've got a drought in the next day or so, I'll be like, okay, don't really care. Because we can build this dam. There we go. There's the water wheel up and running. As long as it's in the water, it's fine. Oh, looks like you can connect them in a line. Oh, in that case, we'll connect them in a big line across there, most likely. We'll see. Yeah. You've also got windmill and large windmill, which I've not actually seen before. Let's go for, water wheel. So we could place that there. Too far from builders, apparently. So I'd have to build it. Yeah, I would have to probably build it there. I'm guessing you could place it in a row, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'd have to build like a dam across there in order to gain access to it, because I think it has to be adjacent. Or maybe we just put some steps down. I assume they can swim. Would be fairly garbage beavers if they couldn't. Although I'm not a great swimmer, so who am I to judge? So 4 logs for that, and a couple of logs, 1 more log for this one. And then that starts turning them into planks. Planks we can then turn into, well, in this case the forester, and then the hauler. Just concerning that we've got no more beavers, we've only got the 12. I don't know if it's a housing thing. I assume not, but then I just don't know. I actually don't know. There we go, that's now in. It's not connected to a district, so I will need to do that. So over to pathing and structures, and then to a path, and then this path is going to run across, and then in like so. Like I say, this is just a temporary thing, and there we go. So this is rotating that way. That's obviously connecting up to that. And you can see all of these are rotating in the right order. All of these gears are meshing and working nicely, and it's connected up to here. So it does say that they are not employed. That's problematic. I'm going to pause that inventor. And there we go. We now get a person who's working there. 144 points, actually. So, is there anything I want to research? We've got labour, like a builder's hut. Employs additional builders, extend range by building. Distribution post, drop-off point. Housing. Mini lodge, double lodge. Actually, you know what? Wooden stairs, yes, 70. Because I want to place them like into the water there, so we can at least get into get into the river. So there you are. Productivity is currently 0%. It says efficiency is 100, power input is 50, and the maximum is 50. Network power supply demand is 150. 180 out of 50. So this is providing 180 horsepower, and we only need 50 for this one. And here we go. We've got some logs going in there, and let's see if this is actually working. I don't know how you're going to cut wood with wood, but, well, apparently it's working because it's spinning around. And also our carrots are there as well. Good. So this is the highest priority then. We need to get this forester built. Once the forester is built, there you go. They're picking that up, and they are bringing the planks over. Nice. And we now have planks in storage. And we are very close to running out of wood. But we can replant. I don't know how long it takes to grow. We're going to go with birch or pine. Pine, most likely. So, set all that to pine. Big pine forest there. Obviously, it's going to take a while to plant all of those. Which means we have a bit of a problem. If... some birch up there. If we don't have access to wood in the short term, we'll have big problems. So, get the reforesting up and running. And... oh, the dam's fixed. Fixed? It's finished. Excellent. Pathing can go to there. And wood. Lumberjack flag. Probably want to place it there. Which doesn't require anything. This. Why would they build it and then one of them decide, actually, it's on 89%. I'm just going to walk away. I think that is a chronic case of not my job. Oh, dearie me. Okay, so we don't have any workers, but if I pause this inventor, it should then get a worker. Perhaps. Oh. Hang on. We have our forester. Excellent. Let's pause one of these water pumps, because I don't think we need two. We definitely want a worker, but we can't assign one. What is the best course of action? We've got no more potatoes, so I can pause the grill for now. We get a worker on the forester, who There you go, look. So this is our forester. Yep, I agree. So they're going to stand here, look around and go, there's tracts of land that's been designated for replanting and it's not being replanted. Let me go and do that. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're planting these pines. And it's going to take a total of, 12 days, I believe. One of them was 9 and that one was 12, but it provides two planks rather than the one. So that's good. We also have, I think... what's the best way of doing this? We also have like another where we can get logs. Up here we've got all of these birches that are currently not accessible. If I run a path along there and across and then to there, I should be able to build one of these. I'll have to remove that bit of path. Yes. So I'll put one of these in. That allows access down to the bottom. The reason I haven't built it until now is because it requires planks, and obviously we haven't had planks until we've got this lumber mill. And yes, I will connect up this to here eventually. You know what, I think I'll do it now. I think it would be desirable. To there. I've got to demolish. Sadly getting rid of those, but it is what it is. But once we have access to that, this lumberjack flag will cover some of this. It just, at the moment, it can't get there because of it's stepped. So that's why it's not allowing that. Gather a flag when he goes to there. Okay, fair enough. We have 7. Nutrition 1 and 2 are now being met, as well as comfort. So that's 7 needs for population well-being. Excellent. And, oh, we're starting to get some potatoes now. And look at that. These are getting replanted. But it takes a while, doesn't it? Okay. So do they have to rip the stump out? Oh, no, it just replaces it. So they take the stump out. That's left over there. And then they'll put that in. Okay. Fine. Naturally, this is getting harvested as well, but it's taking a while because they're quite far away there. We have building lacks materials. Yes, requires wood. We have 27 of that. 101 research points. We don't have a gristmill or a bakery or a beehive. Don't need that. Gear workshop, paper mill, printing press. Again, don't need that one. Got a shredder and a scavenger flag. Power is a high power shaft for transferring power and a windmill. And we've also got a temple. Must be built on the ground. 15 visitors. Provides spirituality needs. And then a carousel, which requires 400 horsepower. Fair enough. Oh, there we go. So we have our wooden stairs now. So if I click on this, we gain access to not much at all. Yeah, okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to probably demolish that flag. Gatherer one can still stay. In fact, you know what? I will move the gatherer as well. So demolish the gatherer flag. I'll pause it for a moment while we go to food and then the gatherer. And I'm making sure that wherever I place it, we're still gaining access to the materials, to the berries, like say down there, which is what we've got. So that's the gatherer flag in. And then the lumberjack flag. Obviously over here, we're not replanting. That's not, there's no, it's not even fertile land. Whereas we want to, I think eventually, really, this is going to become farmland anyway. So let's just assume that that is the case. And I'm going to place this in here. And then we can gather all of that. So again, it is cut trees, and then clicky, clicky, draggy, draggy. There we are. We can do the same thing around the back there. So all of that is now selected. I might as well remove the cut trees from here because, well, we're not cutting any of them because there's nothing left. And there we go. We'll go for an unpause, over to pathing and structures, and then run a path in just to connect that up. So hopefully, yep, we have now decent access. Over there, not so much. But there we are. We'll turn on our grill, and we will get someone working there who's now going to grill potatoes. I don't think they go off, which is very desirable. Having them go off would not be ideal. And, wow, the forester really does take their time, doesn't it? Okay, fair enough. We haven't got... Works at a gatherer flag, lives in lodge. We don't have any more beavers, and I assume it's because you need more housing. Let me just place another house in there and set that to maximum priority. I want to see if just putting that in will fix the problem, and we'll get more beavers in the colony. Colony? Yeah. We've also got some plants over there which we haven't yet got. You can see our unemployed is 0. So lodge out of 15. So we have the ability to house more. We're not getting any more. I wonder if you need to hit like nutrition 3 in order for them to increase in population. I really don't know. Irrigation tower is possible. I could place an irrigation tower somewhere. Don't know if we actually need that, but we shall see. We've got science on the go. Lumberjack flag. Someone's not working at one of them. I'm guessing this one. No, there is someone working there. But not that one. Not that one. So for this one, pause it because, well, we want people over there. It feels like we're due for a drought. But as of yet, we haven't got one. This is good. I'm also going to place... path down to there into the water. I don't know if that's needed or not to gain access to the water for building, but I don't. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, look at that storage there. All the planks nice and neatly sort of stocked up. Good. And there's carrots left over, which is like a box in a hole. I haven't really looked at these in any great detail, but they look good. Loads of potatoes already. Yeah, and obviously we're getting berries. Got loads of food. Ah, 4 children. Ah, so maybe it just meets demand. That might be the case. Okay. In that case then, we want a lot more homes. A lot more housing. Now we can place these on top if we wanted to. What advantage would that give us? Well, it's more efficient. Naturally, for ourselves and space, save space and all of that, but it also requires connections with wooden stairs, which are cut logs, planks, and then we'd need platforms, and it's not something we're just going to go down, to be honest. Suspension bridge, wow. Metal platform, triple platform, double platform. We've got floodgates and double floodgates, triple, and explosive factory, which turns 3 paper into dynamite. And how do we get paper again? Is it in here? Shredder. No. Scavenger flag. No. Paper mill. Oh. 250 points it is. Fair enough. Okay. Well, I've got all of the housing here added. We've got an extra house plus these, so that means that, yeah, we're hopefully going to get some more beavers. We certainly have the food for it. We have the potatoes. We have the workforce. What's concerning is this. 15% grown. So it's going to take longer than originally thought. There's some maple, which 8 logs each. Let me just click on pathing and structures for platforming. I'm going to say yes to that. Place a platform there, followed by these going down like so. And we will probably just get that cut. Wow. Yeah, get it cut. Get it cut. Don't know what they're doing down there. And that will be able to get there as well. That's just asking for a bridge across, isn't it? I think we will eventually dam that thing up. But you need levees, I think, before you can dam that. Okay, fair enough. Right, we have more housing. We have, I think, most things we need. There's a hauling post. Worker bonus strength 100. Gonna turn that... there's no point in turning it... Well, no, we'll say start building it. We might as well. We'll get them to start building it. You see the beavers here from this lumberjack flag. Ankle gad. They're now getting all of these birch, but it's only dried birch. It's just... It's one log. You know, it's nothing much. Not compared to these maples. Watered and alive. Not for long. Yeah. 21 homes now. Good. Right, I think we're going to leave it there. That's been a bit of Timberborn. Bit of lumberpunk, essentially. So, overall, pretty happy, but also completely underestimated how much we really need to think about planting, because otherwise we'll just have to go far and wide and get all of these pines, which is totally possible, but it's not ideal. Far, far, far from ideal. We may also want to go over here. They're maples as well, dried out. So there is a hierarchy of materials, essentially, and all of the good stuff seems to be further away, or in areas that you need technology to get to. Luckily, we do have some technology. Like stairs, we have stair technology. And platform technology. And the ability to cut wood with wood. There you are. Obviously it's me, but that's turning that way. Makes sense, because of where the water is. These gears are all meshing and turning correctly. And that's turning counterclockwise in there. But this turns clockwise. I imagine the shaft goes there onto a wheel, which is this turning that way, it turns that way. It has to be, right? Either way, we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Timberborn. In the next episode, we will continue on. If you have any suggestions, tips, comments, etc., by all means, pop them in the comments there. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.